Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Open Day Live. If you're just now joining us, welcome. Happy to have you here. Now we're actually going to talk about international communities, and it is our last session of the day. So I am here with some wonderful students. Go ahead and introduce yourself, where you're from, and what stream or pathway you're in.
Sure. My name is Sebastian. I am from Sweden.
Nice.
And I'm in third year in college. I've been in the TV stream and pastoral.
Cool.
So yeah, it's been good.
I'm Gabby. I am from Ecuador, and this is my second year, first semester, pastoral.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm Theo. I'm from Canada, and I'm in my third year studying in pastoral.
Awesome. So, as I said before, Hillsong College actually has so many international students. Over 60 countries are actually represented just on a daily basis, which is incredible. So, I know we weren't able to fit in every country that is going to be here because that would fill up the set. But I'm glad that you guys are able to join us. Sebastian, I love Sweden, and you know that because we're good friends.
Yeah.
Can you say something in Swedish to some of our Swedish people watching?
Ja, vi skulle kunna säga att solen skiner här i Australien och livet är fantastiskt.
I have no idea what he said, but he probably said something about meatballs. So, can you say something, Gabby?
Yeah. Hola a todos. Espero que puedan venir muy pronto a Hillsong College. Realmente es una oportunidad muy linda y de mucha bendición.
Awesome. Theo,
Yes.
I know people in Canada, they don't really speak a different language, but I think sometimes, based off conversations I've had, they might as well be. So
Yeah.
could you say something in your strongest Canadian accent?
Oh, yeah. I take off, you hoser.
I love that. Awesome. Let's ask some real questions. So, what actually is international communities? Gabby, you actually shared with me that you oversee international communities within college. So, what exactly is international communities and why? Why do we have them?
Well, basically, international communities is to give every student a community.
Yeah.
So if they want to be part of a Nation Connect or even part of continental gatherings, depending where they are from, so they are welcome. Basically, it's to create relationships with people that are from your country or continent.
Awesome.
And basically what we do is we want to connect them because we know that after college, it will be so good to go back to your home country and encounter them and just knowing that they are sharing something that it's really important.
Right.
So it's an amazing experience. It's an
That's
amazing
awesome.
ministry. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. I think it's very important to build those relationships.
Yeah.
And not only people from your country. Sebastian and I are actually really good friends. And so it's great to have somebody who is international, that is from outside your own home country, because you never know what God is going to do with that relationship. You never know just what is going to come out of that relationship. So it's actually really exciting. Another question that I have is, what type of food do you miss from back home? Sebastian.
That's a great question. I think I miss some really good fika. So like
What is fika?
proper cinnamon buns, but not the Australian way, but the Swedish way. So like cookies, buns, all the sugary stuff.
Nice. What exactly is fika?
Fika is like you sit down, have a coffee and a snack, but it's also almost religion. It's so
Interesting.
important in Sweden. Everyone takes a break from what they're doing in their day just to stop, sit down, have a coffee,
Nice.
and a cinnamon bun. Or
Is this
whatever.
like a once a day thing, or does it happen
I think a lot of people do it 3, 4, 5 times a day.
far out?
Yeah.
I would be perfectly okay with some fika 4 or 5 times a day. What about you, Theo? What type of food do you miss from home?
You know what? Canada isn't really well known for its food, but one thing that I do miss is poutine.
What is poutine?
Okay, poutine
Disgusting.
is like the greatest dish, and it's extremely healthy for you.
Okay.
It's a big bowl of fries, or in Australia we call them chips, and it's covered in gravy and cheese.
Nice. It basically covers all of the food groups.
All of the food groups
All
right
of
there.
them.
That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
you need.
Amazing.
Gabby, what type of food do you miss from home?
Well, I miss something that it's called ceviche. So basically, it's
I've had ceviche.
Ooh,
Really?
I've heard
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Oh.
I went to a restaurant actually called ceviche.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
it was in Miami. So.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. So what is ceviche? Sorry.
So basically, it's like a cold soup. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but it's full of lemon, full of orange juice, shrimps, a lot of tomatoes,
Yeah, wow.
onions,
Oh, that sounds
and it's amazing.
It's
Yeah,
nice. It is a pretty good dish. I would recommend it to people. But maybe start off in like a small dose and then
Yeah.
just kind of work your way into it's pretty full on. So I love that we miss a lot of things about home. I also forgot to mention, I don't know if it's pretty obvious, but I'm from the United States. So I
Right.
guess
Yeah.
a food that I miss from home is just a quality burger. Just a really just I mean,
Ooh.
I wouldn't even call it a burger, just because it's so just massive, but it's just a thick burger. You don't really get those here in Australia.
No.
But anyways, I digress. What is some of the great things that you have found here in Australia?
I would say coffee for one.
Nice.
Australia has a really, really cool cafe culture, great coffee, great pastries, things like that.
Nice.
I'm assuming you're asking on like the food line or just in general?
Just in general, like what are some great things that you love about Australia?
Yeah. Beyond the coffee, beaches.
Mm.
There are some incredible beaches in Sydney. Lots of different options. I really love the ocean and the whole beach culture here. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Nice. What about you, Gabby?
I love the people. Actually, they are so kind. They are so sweet. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know if because coming from a Latino culture, when you want to hug everyone and you want to kiss everyone, they are so warm and so nice, and I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Sebastian?
Cool. Yeah, I'd go with Theo on the coffee and like brekkie culture here with avocado toast and all of that. But then also the nature. There's so much to explore. If you just hop in a car and go in an hour in any direction, you'll end up somewhere cool. So
Yeah, that's
Fun.
awesome.
That's true.
Sebastian and his wife go on weekend adventures basically every weekend.
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
It's awesome. I actually have a question from Manda Michelle Miller. Thanks for watching. And if everybody else wants to ask questions, just go ahead and comment in the Facebook section. What opportunities are there to serve in the international communities, especially if you like learning language and can already speak a few very well? Gabby?
Well, that's really interesting. Actually, there are a lot of options, and you can come with us and serve in continental gatherings. That will be amazing, and you can be involved in all the continental gatherings that we have, basically.
What is a continental gathering?
So basically, it's like an event, a big event for every single continent.
Wow.
And it's basically we have one per month, per semester.
Cool.
And it's really good because you can actually see how the culture is. You can see how pastors are speaking to that specific region or people of that region.
Yeah.
So basically, if she's really interested, that would be amazing. If she wants to come here, and if you're here next semester, just contact me. I'll be happy to just take you over and
Yeah.
keep working with international communities. It's
Yeah,
really
I would
nice.
even say, Manda, while you're still watching, another way that you or anybody else can serve in our international communities is just serving each other on a regular daily basis.
Right.
Connecting with people that are outside your own culture, that aren't from where you're from, and not being afraid when you get here to just branch out.
Yeah.
I actually know a student who is, I believe she's from Minnesota. She's kind of from around everywhere in the States, but she studied German for quite a long time, and even moved to Germany for about a year or so, and just picking up on the language. And she's from the United States, but actually goes to some of the German gatherings and just speaks German to all of our German students, which is really cool.
Yeah.
How often do international communities gather? So, Sebastian, how often does your Swedish community gather outside of the continental gatherings, just on...
Yeah, we have what we call Swedish Connect, pretty much once a month.
Cool.
Give or take, but we're trying to get together like every 4th or 5th week.
Cool. Yeah. And then Theo,
Yes.
I actually saw that I think it was either last week or the week before that, Canada actually had a gathering with the United States and had a North American gathering. What was that like?
Yeah. So what we did was we got together with the USA community and put on a combined event.
That's awesome.
We met up at a park right near the church and basically just had like a bit of a camp day hangout.
Yeah.
Everybody brought food. We played some games and just kind of hung out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Another thing that we do here as an international college is our, what is it called? International Chapel,
Yes.
Right.
which
Yeah.
is absolutely wild.
Yes.
That is the day where everybody comes representing their country. There's flags, people have bullhorns, people are running around chanting for their countries. You almost can't even get a word in because everybody is just so excited. But it's also a powerful moment as well, because in that international pride and people just being proud of their country, they're also praying for their country, and they're worshiping on behalf of their country and just interceding for them. So it really is a beautiful moment. So if you are international and are wanting to come to college, that's something to look forward to. Perhaps you guys can talk a little bit more about your personal journey. So having come from Canada or Ecuador or Sweden, what did it look like you coming from there to Australia? Was there any fears at first? Did you guys have any apprehensions? And what was the culture like? And how were you adjusting to the culture? Maybe Theo, if you could start.
Yeah, right. I think for me, I didn't really have a solid concept of really what I was going to be coming to in Australia. I mean, you coming from Canada, you'd seen the Opera House and the bridge, and you kind of have this assumption it's a city and the beaches, and that's really it.
Yeah.
So coming here and then because I was a part of Hills campus, being a little bit further out into the suburbs, it was definitely different being involved out here. But from a cultural standpoint, I mean, Canadians, Australians are really similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah, well.
So for me, it was really comfortable. I mean, I didn't have to deal with a language barrier or anything like that. So it was a very comfortable transition for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Gabby?
The opposite.
Love it.
Yeah, because I speak Spanish, so I thought I spoke English when I came here. So I was like, I think I don't speak English at all, because it was a little bit hard to get the accent. It's different. We usually learn how Americans speak English, so that's our English. And when we come here, it's like Australian
Maybe you
English.
said it.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah.
So that was something that it was like a little bit of struggle at first.
Yeah.
And also because we're so used to hug and kiss everyone,
Yeah.
it was like you have to think twice not to do that. Just stop and be like, okay, let's not just say hi, like hi, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because you know that that's not so common. But yeah, it was just part of the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Sebastian?
I was part of Hillsong Church back in Sweden as well. So coming from a Hillsong Church to, I guess, the same church in Australia was really cool because it just felt like home.
Yeah.
Which is just incredible how well the culture of this church translates to all different parts of the world.
Right.
Yeah.
When it comes to Australia in general, still very like Western, but a lot more relaxed and laid back than Sweden and the rest of Europe, I guess.
Yeah.
With all our systems and everything needs to be exact, and so just adjusting to that, being okay if the bus is a minute late, or just figuring out as we go. Just getting into that took a while, but
yeah, cool.
Yeah, worked out.
So you came from Hillsong, Sweden. So shout out to Hillsong, Sweden. We love you. You came from Hillsong, Sweden, and moved over here. I guess my question to you is, like, while you were moving over here, are you still having communications with people from back home, or are you looking to go back home, or maybe is there still like a relationship there?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
We try to, as part of the Swedish Connect, we try to get together with the Swedish leaders and pastors whenever they're here for staff retreats or for conference, or whenever someone's in town. We try to gather everyone just to hear what they're up to. how we can pray for them, and we know that like they care about us as well being here, and hope that we'll come back one day. So they really value that part of their relationship as well, to be able to just inspire us to do college well and then come back to Sweden and make a difference. So
I think that's something that I love about our church, is that it does have a global footprint. And so sometimes in chapel you could get, you know, somebody from one of the United States campuses coming in to speak, or you have basically everybody comes in to Sydney during our conference season and stuff like that. And our pastors, who are our global pastors, are so intentional with meeting with our international communities. I know Brendan Brown has met with some of our people from the United States, and I know there's communications happening between you guys and the pastors in Sweden, as well as people from South America. There's constant communication happening, because they want to make sure that when you leave this place, that you have somewhere to go, that whether it be a Hillsong church or another church, they want to make sure that you know exactly why you're here and what potential opportunities are out there in the future. So we're almost done here. Going to ask just a couple more questions here. Why is it important that students are a part of an international community once they arrive here? Maybe Gabby, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So basically, there's something that sometimes we don't notice, but there's like family sick, homesick, and we can just we miss so much our culture, our people.
Yeah, it's a real place.
Yeah, and it's so good that you can just be with them and share with them your thoughts, your journey, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like it's your family, it's your closer family, and it's like, well, for me, we're leading with my husband Ecuador, Bolivia, and Peru, and it's so nice just to hang out with these guys, speak Spanish, and eat our food, and just share how our journey is going.
For sure.
So it's something that actually strengthens you, and it's amazing.
Love that.
It's worth it.
Love that. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Just for a last bit of advice to everybody that is joining us, who is an international student, as well as domestic, if you're watching, there is this real place of being comfortable where you're at and deciding, why would I go out to Hillsong College, because I have everything that I need here. And though that may be true in some cases, I've actually found that God actually blesses what happens when you step out of your comfort zone. For myself, I thought that I had everything that I needed where I was at, and then God kind of told me that I needed to press into the more that was on my life. And ever since then, I've just found that doors have opened, that people have embraced just in a different way. So if you are in that place and you are praying about whether or not you should come to college, because you might be a bit comfortable at home, I would just challenge you to say that there's so much more that God has for you, and you might never know unless you step out.
Right.
So that's just my advice. But guys, thank you so much for joining us on Open Day Live today. The engagement has been incredible. We've had such a great time answering your questions. If you do have any more questions, we are going to be keeping this video up on Facebook, so that way you can catch anything that you have missed, as well as you could also just email us at collegeinfo@hillsong.com, and all of our team is on standby just to answer your questions. We are praying for you. We are believing for the best for you, and know that when you do step out, that God is going to do so much in your life. So thanks for joining us on Open Day Live. We hope to see you next time.